Welcome,
welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to Story Time. If you don't know who I am, all right, let me put us on. I'm gonna get right into who I am as soon as there we go. There you go. Screen. Yes. Get right to okay, so welcome back. If you don't know who I am, y'all, I am Bonnie G in a place to be. Hey. That's my thing, okay? Can you tell or no? And then she's none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. That's right, y'all know we don't do that thing for ourselves, but we do it for the community. Hashtag community minded. As always, we like to remind you the purpose of this channel. We are a channel that uplifts the Most High and his people, where we have this platform to learn together, okay? Somebody go ahead and type together. So hopefully you did not read ahead. Unless you didn't read it.
Read over what we did already.
Yesterday. Like you read over that. But you didn't read ahead because we got to be surprised together. Okay. But I was listening to it and I was like, wow, I was listening to the playback and I was like, wow, this is about to be crazy good.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna be no good if we don't get into a word of prayer.
Right.
And I feel like Auntie Shelly on the beat can go ahead and lead us today.
And y'all know I'm a little bit different. I just
like everybody.
Talk to y'all. Okay.
Go ahead and talk to it.
My Adonai, I'll say R since we're doing a group prayer. Come in the room. Okay, we know you're here already.
Well, thank you.
Speak to our hearts.
Yes, Father.
We already know we have Ruach also, but let him speak to us.
Yes,
Open our hearts that we will allow him to speak through us, because there's so much
Father,
in this book that you need for us to get, especially living in this time.
Yes,
in this time, in this place, we need to listen for you and know when you are speaking to us and know the difference, what your voice is. We need to know what's going on. So that we know how to move.
Yes, Father.
We know how to move. We won't be afraid.
Yeah.
We will just lean and depend on you, because we already know this world has to end like it is right now. We not trying to wish that it stay like it is until we president of a country or got millions of dollars. Come when you come. Do what you do. And so we ask this in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just speak through us.
Have your way, Father.
Speak through us. Speak through us.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Well, yes. Hallelujah. Okay. Hallelujah on the beat. All right. Now, if you with me, you know that Enoch is a bit hard to find, especially in that Sefer, okay? That Sefer will have you playing hide and seek. All right, so we are in the 7th chapter in Enoch. A lot has happened. And I still can't turn in my neck. So if I'm going like that, it's a crook in my neck. Okay. All right, a lot has happened so far.
Because right now we're on, first, Enoch, I like to call him Grandpa.
Go ahead.
Grandpa Enoch.
We're related. We all
is letting us know. First, he told us the ending of the whole story. So he about to tell us a bunch of stuff, and he's telling us, I'm gonna tell y'all the end first. You gonna be all right if you're righteous.
Mm-hmm.
If you're righteous, you gonna be all right. If you are unrighteous, you're not. And he only has two things: either you're righteous or you're unrighteous. It's gonna be good for you. It's gonna be bad. All good, all bad. That's it. That's what he's telling us. Either you're going to be on the righteous side or you're going to be on the unrighteous side. And he's telling us, like, mankind is going to get wicked. There's going to come a time when they're just going to get wicked. And then he's now introducing to us when the watchers come on the scene, which are the angels who left. And we saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
With Simjaza.
They have leaders and everything.
Simjaza was like, y'all gonna have me going by myself, and then which is funny because remember every time Simjaza got somebody to do something,
He was
always
out.
left.
Uh-huh.
He always left them.
He knew his own characteristics because it's in them.
Yeah, he was talking about himself because he know that's what he would do.
Mm-hmm.
So he figured if y'all with me, y'all gonna leave me hold the bag. I'm gonna be by myself. And he knew he was gonna get in trouble.
Yep, he sure did.
He said, y'all gonna leave me here to catch all the flack by myself. And them like some crazy people. No, we going with you. We gonna make oaths.
They dedicated to the lie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they dedicated to this being's vision.
Mm-hmm. So they organized themselves in a group, got some leaders, came down here and said, I want her.
Yep. Pick the women.
Pick the ones they wanted. And I think that's where
we are.
Yeah. That's where we are. Chapter 7, verse 10.
Yes. Okay. So hopefully your Bible is open and we're going to get to reading. Okay. Then they took women, each choosing for himself, whom they began to approach and with whom they cohabited, teaching them sorcery, incantations, and dividing of roots and trees. And the women conceiving brought forth Nephalim, and they bore to them 3 races. First, the great Nephalim. The Nephalim brought forth the Nephalim, and the Nephalim brought forth the Elioud. And they existed, increasing in power according to their greatness.
So I guess
because you get it from okay, so the Nephilim for the pure woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have children. And then that Nephilim grows older, and that Nephilim and the other Nephilims have children.
Yes, right. And so they're called the Nephalim because they have more, well, depending on who they cohabitated with,
with
more
each
Nephilim.
Other.
Yeah. Because they both.
It's a generation. You see?
Yes. The half-breed went with the half-breed.
And then
they had the
children. And then the
Elioud.
Children.
Yeah.
With their, and then that's what they bore is the Eliouds, or however you want to say that.
And pay attention to that because that's how you wipe out a race. Mm-hmm. That's what they're trying to do to us. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times it's not going in their direction because we end up wiping them out. Mm-hmm. Our genes are stronger. Our DNA is stronger. And, even back in the day, if another nationality and one of us had a baby, it would be known as, for now, just say black because that's what they said. Yeah. If you got a drop, you're black.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, the lie is that we are the not the minority, but we're actually the majority of people. That's why we don't get the help that we need in this corporation because more of us is here. Mm-hmm.
And it's against us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Listen, can we just talk about it? Can we? You can research it. I promise you can. Mm-hmm. All right. So 12. Whose stature was each 300 cubits. These devoured all the labor of men until it became impossible to feed them.
So this is where giants come from. These people are huge. Did we do cubit before?
We did in your other book.
Yeah, we did. I thought it was in here too, but.
So let me see. I want to read this. There's some notes here.
Oh, good.
So it says, the Greek texts vary considerably from the Ethiopic, but you know where that comes from. All right. Text here. One Greek manuscript adds to the section, and they, the women, bore to them the watchers, 3 races. First, the great Nephilim. The Nephilim brought forth, some say, slew. That's what some of them are known as, or are recognized as. The Nephilim. And the Nephilim brought forth or slew the Elioud. And they existed, increasing in power according to their greatness. Okay, definition of Nephilim in the Hebrew is the offspring of the fallen watchers, or the angels, the fallen angels. Yeah. So hopefully that made sense.
How many cubits did it say these people were?
300, I think it said 300 cubits. Yep. And we know that, well, I'm not going to say we know.
Yeah. So they about 300 feet tall.
300 feet.
Because one cubit is 1.5.
Well, that will make sense with the
They'll make
giants.
them bigger than 3. Ooh.
Wow.
So giants do exist.
Yep, sure do. And we
Not
get
just fairy tales.
and we are astonished when we see somebody that's 7 feet tall.
Mhm.
When there's taller,
And that's short compared to these people.
very short, extremely short.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When they turned themselves against men in order to devour them, and began to injure birds, beasts, reptiles, and fish, to eat one another's flesh, and to drink their blood. Abram said, "That's heck a big."
Mm-hmm.
I know, that's crazy, huh? Then the earth reproved the unrighteous.
So what happens, these people are so big, they
Dang,
ate all the food. Yeah, they ate all the food. Then they start eating all the animals, everything. Then they start eating the humans. Like they ate everything. So they turned themselves against men in order to devour them.
And this is crazy because I bet you that wasn't, I know they probably didn't think that this was going to happen. Some things just come out of control because of the nature of which it was born in.
Yes. Wow. I mean, just think of how big these people are. Really? You think a piece of chicken gonna fill them up? That's like eating one chip.
Right. And it's the crumb.
Right.
And you were like,
at the bottom of the bag.
It's the crumb.
So they just, everything inside, whatever it is they could eat, they just ate. Wow. Clean, unclean, it don't matter. They just ate it.
Then the earth reproved the unrighteous.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder if that, because we all know everything is living, but I'm sure it means the people too, but the earth was probably like, what is going on?
Yeah, we're not with these giants. We ain't with these things.
Yeah, no, they're not even supposed to be here. This is unnatural. This is unnatural. They taller than us. We were made to shade them. Remember we read that yesterday. We're supposed to be their shade. They taller than us.
Yeah. Wow. That is crazy. Moreover, chapter 8, moreover, Azazel taught men to make swords, machinery, knives, shields, breastplates, the fabrication of mirrors, and the workmanship of bracelets and ornaments, the use of paint, the beautifying of the eyebrows, stones of every valuable and select kind, and all sorts of dyes, so that the world became altered. Whoa.
Yeah, and y'all thought this stuff was new. Makeup. Makeup ain't new.
Yeah. How they using it?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Listen, some of this stuff, I don't know if it's skill or witchcraft, okay?
I think it's a little bit of both.
I don't know if that's just you've been doing it since you 10, because when I see these people get done with the face that they do,
yeah, that's witchcraft.
It's like a whole magic trick before you.
Yeah.
Okay, and you watch the entire process and you still astonished.
That's what they was doing.
Blown away.
Because remember, these are the fallen. So it's like Hollywood. Everything is smoke and mirrors. They have to make themselves look good. They don't look all that good. So we gonna teach everybody how to,
deceive.
Now
listen,
we're gonna deceive y'all.
I'm not saying I'm against makeup. I am not against makeup. I utilize it myself. But when you see me in person, you see me in person.
You know it's you.
You know it's me, okay?
Some of these people, you be like,
we can go swimming and I'm gonna come out the water looking the same.
Right. You're gonna say there's Bonnie.
There she is.
But some people you gonna say, who that?
I might come out with bald eyes. That's about it. The lashes might be floating. But that's about it. Okay? But yeah, that's crazy. And then you see why was there a need out of everything you can teach these people? Why are you teaching them how to make knives, shields, breastplates? If I was in that, I'd be like, what's to come?
Yeah, like why? Why are you teaching us war?
Or maybe I wouldn't think
we not in war. Like we wasn't, even when sin entered. Well, yeah, no, they was not warned against each other till they.
I guess till they taught this.
They may not have agreed on everything and all that, but they wasn't making war. They were not.
I be wondering why we doing this. So
Look,
you know
the
there's a tip
fabrication of
behind it.
mirrors so you can look at yourself.
Everything that the Most High tells us not to be.
Yeah. He said you didn't even need all that.
Yes. Our big brother Hector goes on in the comments, says that was the first filters they still were using. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, it gets overwhelming sometimes. And then our eyebrows. Listen, that's crazy because eyebrows just became, first it was in stages. First, if you were in my age, if you were in your deep 30s, you know what I'm saying? Not too deep, but deep enough. It was thin eyebrows. I remember in high school, our eyebrows had to be thin. It was tiny. Then it was just highlight the eyebrows underneath it. You can get a waxed and then just highlight it.
Yeah.
Now it's ombreing them, tattooing them, and it's just advanced in little stages. And if they're doing this with eyebrows, can you imagine what they're doing with everything else in little stages? Remember, it was just thin eyebrows. Don't look at my eyebrows tonight.
I'm gonna tell you right now, just this morning, I was thinking about getting my eyebrows like ombre, because I used to have these really, really thick eyebrows. And then I went to this place one time, because I usually get my eyebrows waxed, but the place I usually went to was closed. So I went somewhere else. My eyebrows have not, she messed up. And my eyebrows have, and this is when I was in my late 20s, my eyebrows have not grown back since the way they were. So I was like, I'd be like trying to do everything to get them to grow back. I was like, what did they do?
It's crazy because our eyebrows do be shaping our face. For real.
Yeah. And I've been thinking about going. Remember that time we did it, but we had it hennaed? And then I was thinking about that, but I was like, then you got to keep doing it, keep doing that.
Even when you do it ombre, you still have to do it. You still have to.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Could fabrication, Abram says, yeah, this is a good question. Abram in the comments, shout out to you, boo. Could fabrication of mirrors mean creating illusions as well? That's a great question. Yeah, I would think so because in magic, they use a lot of mirrors and it is illusions, and that will work well with.
What's that fairy tale mirror on the wall? Who's the fairest of them all? Whatever. That's no way.
That I don't.
And the thing about mirrors, the thing about just beauty in general, it's in the eye of the beholder. Like, you could think you beautiful all day, and somebody is gonna think you ugly. You know what I mean? Or not as cute as you think you are. You know what I mean? Like, some people, it's just the way the type is your type. You're always going to think your type is beautiful. Not even necessarily that you think someone else is ugly, but everyone has a type. Beauty is subjective.
It very is, but I also think the thing with the mirrors and why it's mentioned is because conceit. When you're conceited and you're always looking at yourself, and it's all about you, and you got to make sure you this, and not saying that you can't present yourself, the way you want to present yourself.
But when you just do it out of pride,
out of just full of yourself,
or when you're like you mentioned with the makeup, when you're doing that to deceive, like transgender drag queens, you're doing it to deceive. You want somebody to think you're a man, but you want them to think you're a woman. So that's when it's just totally
it's deception. And I think that yes, I really think that it can be meaning creating illusions as well, because that's what mirrors can be used for, as well as creating makeup and everything else.
Yeah, because especially now how Hector mentioned, you can throw a filter on now.
Yeah, you can. I use it. I do. Can we talk about it? Okay, our cousin niece Ebony, she goes, like going to the House of Mirrors in a carnival. Everything is altered. There you go. It's altering. Thank you. That's the word. It's altering. And if you're not too careful with these, it can get altering with makeup. You get, I want to learn how to do this. Then it's the next thing. I want to learn how to do this. I want to know how to contour. Then it just becomes, you become altered.
And you be having
who you are is not who you are. When you be like, it's different, y'all. Like I said, I wear makeup. I enhance my feature, cheekbones. Y'all see these cheekbones? Yes, they get enhanced, right? You're gonna see them, but I still look like myself.
You do, yes. You do. You look like yourself.
Again,
I'm a witness. She looks like herself.
You can throw me in the water and I'm gonna come out looking the same. Okay.
Yes.
The only thing that's gonna be floating is these lashes. That's about it. All right. All right. Let's get back into it because then it'll be a whole thing about makeup and
Hey,
mirrors.
that's what the thing is about. Oh yeah, look at all sorts of dyes so that the world. So the world. He said the world became altered because
the
you're
intentions
doing
got
something other than what it was meant to do.
It was never meant to be presented.
Right.
Because anything would have been presented, it would have been at the beginning of time. When he said, let there be, the Father would have said, let there be mirrors,
Yes.
let there be. You know what I'm saying? He would have done it in the beginning.
Yes.
So that was never meant to be introduced to us.
Just like the fabrics we wear is supposed to be genuine. Like if it's made out of wool, whatever you can do with wool, you make it. Like some people knew what they was doing with leather.
Yes.
All that our body was meant to wear that. But they produced all these synthetic clothes with the rayon and the spandex and we supposed to be wearing pure cotton. And I encourage everybody to go get something that is pure cotton. I'm gonna tell you, your skin will love you.
Listen,
like it's a totally different feel.
So you saying that everything's supposed to be one thing, right? If it's cotton, it's all cotton. If it's linen, it's all linen.
Yeah, because remember they wasn't supposed to mix it all up.
No, I know, but then here's the thing. Listen, y'all know back in the day we used to reach for ladders, okay? So if you're new to story time, sometimes I will go on a ladder, okay? It may be too deep, okay? But it's a good ladder, so I think. So just because you're saying that, it just because represents tribes. You wouldn't see like one tribe here, two tribe here, three tribe here. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So Judah and well, no, that wouldn't work because Judah and Levi was together. See, you see what I mean with the ladder? I went high.
Yeah, you went a little too high.
I was too high. All right,
because they were allowed to intermarry between the tribes.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm falling gracefully.
It was the
Thank you
outside for they weren't
okay,
allowed.
See, that was too deep.
Yeah,
that made sense only in my head.
But usually it was between tribes because that's who you live by.
Okay,
you know,
gotcha. I was like, oh, was he thinking like that? Like, oh, Father, you good, but he was not. Okay, I repeat, he was not. All right, verse 2. Impiety increased, fornication multiplied, and they transgressed and corrupted all, not some of their ways.
All of their ways.
All of their ways.
Can you? Because these fallen are coming down. Okay, first of all, you're choosing them. Remember, they're cohabitating. So there's a fornication right there. Because these angels wasn't trying to marry nobody. Because remember, they're trying to go against the Most High.
And their oath is to Azazel.
I just say Azazel.
Okay, there you go.
Right. How to pronounce it. Yeah, and I think Azazel, I'm trying to figure out if Azazel and Shimjaza are the same people.
Or beings.
Because I don't see his
Azazel he's going to be mentioned
right here, but I see him right here.
Okay, let me get
whoever it is, he on the bad side.
Yes, definitely. Not on the good side. Okay. All right. Amazarak, that's his name tonight in verse 3. Taught all the sorcerers and dividers of roots, armorers the solution of sorcery. Wow. Oh, so these are the leaders.
The leaders. And this is what they taught.
Yeah, each leader taught something.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And remember, sorcery is just drugs. How we would use sorcery in Greek, it would be pharmakia, something. We say pharmacy. It's just drugs.
See, and you just think sorcery is incantation.
Yeah, like they do when they put it in the pot, which is what they really do. They put all them chemicals and stuff in a pot, throw a little stuff in, and then you come out with Ozempic. You come out with acne medicine that kills you.
Or disrupt your liver. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or heartburn, indigestion, diarrhea, you know it. All of those, okay? Let me see.
4, I think.
Yes, we are. Okay, so armors, the solution of sorcery. Barkaal, that was another leader. The observers of the stars,
So
astrology.
Astrology.
And the yeah.
He said, "You want to know something? Just look to the stars. That the stars going."
Let me show you how you can use them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And just so you all know, hook up them stars. That's really what the Tower of Babel. They're trying to get to the heavens, but each as you go up, each one of them had like one of the astrology things on it. Like it was because they're going up to the stars, so they believe in all that. So all that Leo, Sagittarius, all that kind of stuff. It's astrology. It comes from all that.
That's crazy. Shalom to our friends in Milk and Honey Ministries. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you, Auntie Shishi, on the line. Good to see you. All right. So let me go back, and again, we're reading these leaders of the bad group. Okay, that's what we're going. Bad
and what they brought,
and what they All right. Akibe, all signs.
So he taught them like, if you see this, then it mean this. If you see that, then it mean that.
Wow.
Like if you see a shooting star.
But it's a good thing that none of this stuff exists today.
Ooh, yeah. We're all free and clear. None of it goes on today. None of it goes on today.
Did you pick that up? Okay, hopefully you got the sarcasm. Okay?
Hopefully.
Because it's still here. And some of it is not even reclassified, okay?
Right.
They was like, no.
Like, what's your side?
I said it, and it ain't even mine. I don't even claim it. All right, let's get back. All right, to me, all taught astronomy.
Yeah, it's all going together.
Wow.
So he's teaching them because astronomy is really, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I believe really astronomy is the study of the stars. So like when you see the North Star or even the how the stars are positioned at certain periods of time during the moon.
What does that mean?
Yes, what it means, because it does mean something, but not what they tell you it means. Because remember, he gave it to us for signs. I believe that's even in Genesis. I'm looking up right quick. But they did it. Oh, no, it mean this. You know, like, and when you see this, it mean that. And yeah, it's sort of like when, and most of you don't know this if you don't read the Apocrypha books. When Abraham was born, remember they saw the sign. It was like, oh no, something up with this child.
Yes.
You better kill him now, Nimrod.
Yes.
Because he coming after you if you don't. His people coming after you. Same thing with the Mashiach. It wasn't that the wise men just kicked back somewhere and go, oh, there's the star. They knew what to look for. And so there was something different in the sky.
Yes.
It was like, that's it.
That's it. Yep.
That's what it means.
Okay.
So he taught them how to look for that kind of stuff.
Listen, let me see. Reprobate knowledge, they told us without having full picture.
Yes, because remember, and we'll get to it later, but some of you may already remember when Yahuwah told them, you went and taught mankind all these useless secrets. So it wasn't necessarily the signs they taught them. All of it was necessarily bad, but you did it the wrong way. You put your little twist on it.
Which make it
I put the stars in the sky for a sign, but you using it all the wrong way. And if you think that's going to get me,
it's useless.
It's useless. It's not going to stop me.
And I mean, imagine going to school as kids and learning this.
No way.
No way. That ain't going to happen. All right. And let me see. And Azarad taught the motion of the moon.
The motion of the what?
Moon.
The motion of the
moon.
The motion of the
moon.
Not the motion of the earth.
Girl, I didn't pick it up and I said it 3 times.
Not the motion of the earth. That's why I was trying to get you to say it over and over.
Moon.
Not the motion
because it's
of the
flat.
earth.
Because
we ain't moving. It's fastened. It's the moon moving. The motion of the moon. It's right there. Now you see why they don't want us to read it. It's the motion of the moon.
Motion of the moon.
It's right there.
It is.
Whose report will you believe?
This one. 9. And men being destroyed cried out, and their voice reached to heaven.
Oh, now you want to cry. Help us.
Well, do you think heaven's going to hear? Y'all think heaven going to hear? Those of you that didn't read along, you think heaven going to be like, all right, open up and be
I'm
like,
here I come, here to the rescue. Dun, 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 dun.
I honestly think that heaven's going to let these people get their tail kicked. Okay?
Heaven heard you.
I heard you. But you need to learn your lesson. That's my idea. I didn't read ahead. All right. 9. Then Michael and Gabriel and Raphael and Shurel and Uriel.
Now these are the good angels. This is actually Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Uriel. Y'all gonna have to tell me how to say your name. They're still in their rightful place, so they're still with
These are the righteous angels,
and they're looking down.
Okay.
And they about to, let's see what they about to do.
Our niece Ebony, listen, I didn't call you cousin and niece. It don't matter. We family, okay? So Ebony, she says, astronomy studies the motion and position of objects in space, such as the moon.
Okay. All right. Smarty pants.
Listen, you keep on. Let your fingers do the work. All right. So we have the righteous angels now, okay?
Mm-hmm. They're looking down.
The men voice cried and it reached to heaven, and now these righteous angels are looking down.
They're like,
all right. It says, looked down from heaven and saw the quantity of blood which was shed on earth, and all the iniquity which was done upon it, and said one to another the voices of their cries.
So they looking down like they hear it. They're like, what is going on there?
They cry.
They see all that bloodshed. They see everything.
And
these are the angels in the throne room. Mm-hmm. So these are the angels next to Yahuwah.
Yes.
These are part of who worships with us on Shabbat. The angels of the presence, angels of the sanctification. They're in his presence.
Wow. And it says, the earth deprived has cried even to the gate of heaven.
So the earth is complaining like, what is going on? Get these people off of me.
And this blood.
Yes, remember the earth ain't with that. The earth didn't even want Abel's blood. It was like, oh, no, boo.
Yeah.
Not the
we'll not bury him.
Said no. Not doing that. I'm not being complicit. And so the earth is upset because the earth is alive. Dirt is alive.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Creation is alive.
All of it, yeah.
Let's see. And then it says, the earth deprived has cried even to the gate of heaven. And now to you, O you Holy One of heaven, the souls of men complain, saying, bring judgment to us. Elioud.
From
Elioud. Mm-hmm. Then they said to their Adonai, the king, Adonai, Ha-Adonium. How do you say that? Adonium. Elohai, Ha-Elohim, Malek, Ha-Melekim.
It says what they're obtain justice for us. Bring judgment to us. So that means, so they're crying to
the heavens.
Yah, saying, bring judgment to us.
It says obtain justice for us with bringing judgment to us. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's what we were saying. Excuse me, my Paleo Hebrew or whatever that wasn't Hebrew. Okay. you grace for that part. Mm-hmm. All right. The throne of your glory is forever.
Oh, wait, no, just a second. So
yeah, that's what I was reading.
Yeah. But then the Melech,
that's
it means King of Kings. The Melech Melekim.
If you're reading the Sefer Bible,
please
you may have
y'all could probably pronounce it better than us.
But if your Bible is different, it might say something. Oh no, actually, if you have the Apocrypha, it says what it says. All right. The throne of your glory is forever and ever is your name sanctified and glorified. You are blessed and glorified. You have made all things. You possess power over all things, and all things are opened and manifest before you. You behold all things, and nothing can be concealed from you. You have seen what Azazel has done, how he has taught every species of iniquity upon the earth, and has disclosed to the world all the secret things which are done in the heavens.
These are the angels talking to Yahuwah. Like,
Okay.
you're the Almighty. Do you see what's going on? As I say, you see what's going on?
This man corrupted
These
all
little
men.
watchers down there come by, say who they was. They done went down there. Do you see this? Do you see this, Adonai? Do you see this?
And he
Most Holy One, do you see what's going on?
Wow. He says, Shimi Aza. How do you say his name? You say it the
I
way.
always say Shem Jaza.
There you go.
I don't know if
That's his name. Also has taught sorcery, to whom you have given authority over those who are associated with him. That's why sorcery was not needed, because he already gave you the authority. That's why a lot of stuff that they taught is called useless, because if I've given you authority over all things, why do you need the weapons?
Yes.
Why do you need the makeup?
Yes.
Why do you need
you
the
don't
paint?
Need none of it.
Why you don't need anything, because everything was wrapped up in his authority.
Yep.
And what you did,
he wants to teach people disobedience.
Not only that, but you taught them to trust in their own ability.
Yes.
And they're no longer connected to what I connected them to, but they're connected to themselves.
And the way they look and their image, and how do I look to other people?
Wow. That was a moment for me, y'all, because I get it. All right. He says, whom you have given authority over those who are associated with him. They have gone together to the daughters of men, have lain with them, have become polluted, and have revealed their sins to them. The women likewise have brought forth Nephalim. Thus has the whole earth been filled with blood and iniquity.
Yep. He says some species down there that ain't even supposed to be down there. What in the world?
This is something that you haven't created.
Angels belong up here. Up here where they belong, doing whatever job they're supposed to do. Mankind is on earth. Yes, there's up and down talking to each other and all that. But no, y'all having babies now?
Where we do that at?
You putting on makeup, making yourself look like a man, making yourself appear.
And there was no need for that, because, girl, you was looking good all by yourself. The husband that was going to find you was going to find you beautiful anyway.
Yeah, you were just
because
fine.
Makeup didn't even exist.
They was beautiful before the makeup.
You were being judged on your character, your characteristics, the way you do, your righteousness. Now, what's been brought forth is now
looks.
And now people are being judged upon their looks.
And unfortunately, still like that. And then you get mad because you went for the looks and didn't even look for nothing else.
And don't think this is just women, because now the men got lace fronts too. So don't think this is just women. Okay, men getting forehead jobs, getting smaller foreheads, hair plants. So,
and I'm sure they got some BBLs too.
Oh yeah, some of them did. Yeah. So don't just think that this is just the women doing all this stuff, but the men is running to surgery too. And I'm sure
back then some of these men was doing that.
Like, what is going on? All right. All right. So let's get into these comments really quick. Our dear sister from Milk and Honey Ministries, she says, and they weren't looking at Yah instead of taking advice from those below him. Girl, yeah. What are you doing?
Teach, sister. Teach.
I am here and you are.
Yeah.
You're
listening to someone who you have authority over.
Oh, man.
That didn't want to bow down to you. Now you think they're your friends. You have authority over them, not them over you.
Right. But, that means these angels were some good talkers. I tell you that.
Yeah, smooth.
All right. She also goes in to say, this is the reason hell was really created for
Yes.
those Nephilim spirits.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Abram says, it still ain't makeup. He said the minute, no,
Whatever.
sir.
Whatever you want to
You
call
cannot
it.
say that. I said, because before, listen, Hollywood is so good with perfection. What do you think these people that's doing news, you think they ain't wearing makeup?
They are wearing makeup.
They're wearing makeup. It may not be like the women, but they're still wearing makeup.
They still wear makeup.
On TV shows, makeup.
Yep. And if you don't believe me, go into Sephora and tell them you want a makeover.
You better
and
not.
Tell me if you're going to leave out of there with no makeup on your
He
face.
sure will not leave out there without no makeup. Now, my husband, you don't.
They will put, you want a makeover?
They will definitely.
They will give you one.
But I get it. Like, it's not to the extreme as women, but I'm saying they still introduced it to our men, even though it's just, we're on news set, so we need you to put a little concealer here. What?
Yeah.
In fact, remember when Alicia Keys did this campaign that she wasn't going to do makeup?
Yeah, they had a fit.
They had a fit that she wouldn't wear makeup.
Like, why? Why is that even your business? She don't wear no makeup. She don't wear no makeup.
She had a whole fit because she didn't want to portray herself a certain way that would have little girls looking at her and downplaying themselves, so to speak. And they had a fit.
Yeah, and Abram is I hear what he's saying about the makeup. But they wore it too. But what were men doing? Putting socks places it didn't belong for underwear shoes. I'm just saying. If y'all can get it, I'm not gonna just say it. They were. They were getting them little things to make their chest look big, all that.
Oh, they got that stuff now. Oh,
yeah, they got all that, and they've been doing it.
You can go buy a whole 6-pack chest on Amazon Prime and get it in 2 days. Okay, if it's not 2 days, you can get half your money back. I don't know, but the stuff that these fallen angels taught us decades, generations
and we think
back,
it's new. Please.
It's still here today, and ramped up even more.
This is where it started. And that's why we need to know this is where it started with these fallen. We think it's new. Please.
And the whole time, the Most High gave us authority over everything.
Yep.
Now, am I telling you to stop wearing makeup and don't pick up a sword or anything? I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you where it came from. Okay? That's it. Don't get mad at Vonnie. I ain't telling you nothing but reading what this says. All right? But this is very, very interesting. Not to say that's not real, but it's interesting to see where it came from and how it just evolved. Wow. Okay. So 12. So I'm going to 10 though. And now behold, the souls of those who are dead cry out and complain even to the gate of heaven.
Because remember, they were killing them, but they were eating. Because remember Abel's blood started crying out.
Our blood continues.
I don't want to give away too much because it's going to actually explain that in here. But Abel's blood was crying out like, he killed me. And the earth was letting it cry out. And just like, remember when Pastor Wilkins went to the south.
Oh, yes. And he was walking into the cemetery and you can still smell
that blood. Or we went in that house and Abram said, there's slaves in the walls.
Yeah. It's a stench.
It's just something it's there.
12. And keep in mind, y'all, never mind. 12. They're groaning as sins, nor can they escape from the unrighteousness which is committed on the earth. You know all things before they exist. You know these things, and what has been done by them, yet you do not speak to us. What on account of these things ought we to do to them? So
these angels is ready to go down and throw down, because because
this is not
they corrupting the earth. This is not what you created. But you ain't telling us what to do. We can't move until you tell us what to do. But they ready.
Yes.
They ready to go up. They like, no.
But here's the thing too, because then I'm thinking too, because Earth is so corrupted even now, right? Everybody know that. Just imagine what the conversation is in heaven regarding to our crying, the blood that's been spilled, the blood that's been taken unjustly, whether it's Hebrew or another nation. Imagine what's being said up there, like, because this is not your intention, Father. You did not create. What do you want us to do?
And remember, every nation has an angel. We just know who ours is. It's Michael. But every nation got one. So every nation's angel is like, what we about to do? Even if it's because Michael is there right with him.
Wow.
Whoever I need to wipe out, I don't care who, Shem, Ham, Japheth, let's do this. What do we, you not giving us no orders. Do you see what's going on? The angels is like ready.
Yes.
This world is becoming corrupt and you're sitting there.
Listening.
Hey, I know you see it.
And he does.
He does.
And he hears. But this to me is a little, I'm really encouraged by that. Because that means nothing, and we know that, nothing has gone unnoticed, unheard, unseen, anything like that.
Yes.
But the conversation, just like, bring it back to my uncle, or is he my grandpa? I don't know. Uncle Abraham.
That's your granddaddy.
Okay, my granddaddy. Thank you, because I got too many generations, too many family members. When he was getting ready to, because this is not in our Bible, go figure. When he was getting ready to sacrifice Isaac. There was a conversation by Mastiva, or by that little fallen angel, right? That little evil angel, and he was getting into the Most High ear, talking about, listen, if you take his son away from you, he ain't gonna praise you. He ain't gonna do this. He ain't gonna do that. Take his son. Tell him to sacrifice his son.
So it'd be that same conversation like he did with Job. He did the same thing with Abraham. Yep.
Well, maybe I'm doing a little different.
Isaac. Abraham.
It was Abraham, but
it was basically the same conversation.
So my point is,
you because
but I'm saying there is conversations in heaven when it regards to the things on earth, and we don't think like that,
and it's always against the righteous.
Now, and the angels is like, man, we need to squabble up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want us to do? In regards to the things of the earth.
So we see like the righteous angels are having the conversation about, you see all this sin, whereas the unrighteous is saying,
goes up there.
You see all this good, he only good because of this. But there's a conversation.
There's a conversation in heaven. So listen, y'all.
So let's all ask ourselves, what's our conversation
What's
about?
The conversation in our day and time, and no matter what's going on in your life, what conversation is being said about you? Maybe the enemy's like, I bet you if you do this, she gonna fold. He gonna fold. Or maybe the angel's like, Father, what you want us to do? Because we hear her crying. We hear him crying. We see him. He's still staying in righteousness. What you want him to do? You know, we ready. So that's encouraging for me, because the conversations are being said, are happening. Our dear sister from Milk and Honey, she says, one reason we're made was as a test for the angels. Y'all knew what was in their spirits. That's why he probably wasn't like.
See that later on. That's why he wasn't paying. It wasn't like he was paying no attention, but he already knew what he was gonna do, when he was gonna do it,
when he
was gonna move. He already knew. But the angels ain't. And I want you all to really consider that, because yes, we know Yahuwah loves everybody. But like we said, he's also the Yah of judgment. He's not just gonna let you do what you want to do when you want to do it and just create all this unrighteous. One day he gonna flip the switch.
Listen.
Individually and together.
He chastised whom he loved. Don't the scripture say that? How we skip over that?
And we just skip right over.
What do you think chastisement is?
No,
it ain't a hug and a kiss on the forehead.
No one's going to hell. He's a God of love.
Nah, that ain't it. He gonna tear that tail up.
Check yourself.
In a way that he gonna get your attention.
Because if his angels is like that.
Listen, All right, let me see. He's like, what you want us to do?
Yeah.
Chapter 10. Then Al-Alyan, the great and holy one, spoke.
Whoa. See, the angels kept talking, and now he finna say what he got to say. Come on, y'all.
And sent Asaya Layir to the son of Lamech, saying, say to him in my name.
Wait for it.